All right. So, this video, we are responding to somebody's comment. Rain was getting some downloads, her channeling was kicking in. And so she figured, hey, let's do a video and respond to this, kind of breaking it down, their comment. So, the video that we did was one, it was just a raw video that Rain had done, and it was called You Are Allowed to Be a People Pleaser. So, I'm going to read the comment and then we're going to talk about it. So, she had said, been stepping into my power with being aware, taking action over the people pleasing from only last year. It's not been easy. Been called a queen by somebody in work. Hurts, but working through it, and you are helping me so much. A funny people pleasing I'm yet to tackle. Walking towards people down a long corridor in the office and feeling my fake smile emerging, or even worse, the narc walking toward me with hatred on their face when they see my light. OMG, where to look and how to respond. So we're going to break this down. There was a few points that jumped out to Rain.
Welcome to our channel. I'm Rain, with over 20 years of experience as an NLP practitioner, light worker, and channeler through divine inspiration. Here to help you connect with your true self.
And I'm Mel, an empath, light worker, and connector, passionate about guiding you to set boundaries and thrive.
Together, we bring you weekly tools and insights to support your empath journey.
If you're ready to deepen your connection with self, don't forget to subscribe so you don't miss an episode. Let's dive in. So we're going to start with one of the points she made of how she's been called a queen by somebody at work and it hurts and she's working through it. What do you have to share about this, Rain?
Okay, been called a queen by somebody. It's so interesting how being called a queen feels like an insult. And it does feel like an insult when the feeling of being a queen, and there's a tone that is used when somebody's like, oh, you're being a queen. It is an insult in a way. However, the power in being an empowered empath is taking that word, the queen, and trying to understand, why does it trigger it? Why does it trigger you as an insult? Because it's all a perspective shift. So even if the tone of the person makes it sound like an insult, what is interesting is how to embody being a queen. Like, there's a difference between being called a queen with a nice tone, like, oh, you're such a queen, that's fabulous, hold your head up like a queen. And there's like, oh, you're being such a queen. The interesting part is, as empaths, the tone is very important. But what's more interesting with narcissists, the tone is very important, right? It's the tone. It's not intuition, it's the tone. You intuitively are feeling like somebody's trying to put you down with the word queen. But taking the word queen and understanding what about being a queen that's making you not feel comfortable being that person. What does queen mean for you specifically? Why does it feel like an insult? Ignoring the tone in which it came in, because I'm sure if somebody actually complimented you as being a queen, you would still feel hurt by it, because there's a perspective of what that looks like. Is it arrogance? Does being a queen mean that you're above everybody else? Is it a state of like, a queen is like better than everyone and everyone follows her laws and rules? Like, what makes you shrink from that? What is triggering you with that word? And look at the triggers that are showing up. That's really important. Like, pay attention to the triggers. Write the word queen. I am a queen, right? Write it down and look at it. And every emotion that pops up, these are pockets of energy. And you're going to write every pocket of energy's interpretation of the word queen. Now you're going to take every pocket of energy that interprets queen as in maybe arrogant, self-centered, bossy, could be one that you're feeling, and see, like, why does it trigger me? Am I really that? And if it is triggering me, oh, this is what you need to do. If it's saying you're bossy or arrogant, that's the interpretation for you of what a queen is. Then take the word arrogant, and I want you to embody it and be okay with being arrogant, because obviously you're in resistance to being that because it's such a bad word, supposedly. So you're going to take the word arrogant and you're going to embody it and be like, I'm allowed to be arrogant. I can be arrogant. What if I am arrogant? can I be arrogant? And you're just keep questioning the word. You're going to make the word neutralize within you. And you're going to do that with every single word when it comes with the word queen. The fact that it hurts you is clearly something that needs you to give a treatment to, right? So we've changed the word healing into treatment. So we're going to use a treatment for that. And the treatment is embodying that word and allowing it to neutralize within you. So the next time somebody says queen, you are cool with the word arrogant, with the word bossy, with above everyone, with think that you're better than everyone. All these words that show up, you're going to treat them and you're going to allow them to exist within you. And then the word queen now becomes something that if somebody calls you a queen with tone, it will not matter anymore. It will have no significance other than, yeah, I am all those things and I'm very cool with it. And you'll be okay with it. So that's what popped out right now for that specific the queen thing. So you
Okay,
don't have
I
to
love
work
that.
through anything. Yeah.
I love that. Okay, so another thing that she had mentioned was she's walking towards people down a long corridor in the office and feeling my fake smile emerging.
Now, what's very interesting is the fact that you're aware that the fake smile is emerging, that in itself is incredible. Okay. Because as empaths, our fake smiles were our protection. Our fake smile was basically what we had as boundaries, right? What we called as boundaries. It's where we put up the wall and be like, no, you can't hurt me from what you're saying. I'm just going to smile. And the more I smile, I'm hoping to ignite that happy energy out to calm you down, right? To share light with you. So when the fake smile is starting to emerge, don't resist it and don't blame it. Actually, it's time for you to be like, oh my God, look at how wonderful I am. I know how to put a smile on even when I'm feeling bad about it. Now, this is not specific to everybody, but this is very specific to you and other people who do the same thing with the same intention, which is a protective mechanism. It's a protective shield. What you want to do is you want to actually start to, now that you're aware of it, you want to start to engage with this protective field and you want to constantly thank it. So the minute the fake smile starts to emerge, instead of being like, no, you're supposed to be authentic and you're supposed to choose your true colors and you're supposed to show that you're not uncomfortable, that you're uncomfortable. Forget all that nonsense. That's the ego talking. What you want to do is the fake smile, when it starts to emerge, you want to take that, embrace it, and you want to start to thank it. You want to thank it so much for being able to take care of you all these years. Now, what's happening is the focus is coming back upon you. When the focus is coming back upon you and you're thanking this version of you that knows how to fake smile so well, she will start to feel comfortable at ease because you're showing her that, hey, I'm aware of your presence in my life. I'm aware of this pocket of energy that could only do this to defend self. And now I am thanking you for every time that you showed up to do this. Now you're going to neutralize and it's going to be fine every time you do it. You're not going to be in resistance to it. Now, there's nothing wrong with fake smiling, and there's nothing wrong with any of the stuff that we empaths have to do to protect our energies and protect ourselves from toxic people around us. What you want to do, and truly this is so, so important, is actually thank that energy for existing and for doing what it wants to do. And you don't have to tell it goodbye, and you don't have to say, well, I'm good now without you. For you specifically, I want you to thank it and allow it to exist. In time, you're going to notice that you won't fake smile anymore. But that's only because you've thanked that energy and you've allowed it to exist within you, because that version of you just wants to be recognized that, oh my God, you're fake smiling. That's so sweet. I love that you know how to do that. So that's the idea of working with that specific energy and how to feel about your fakeness. Because something that empaths hate is like, oh my God, I don't like to be dishonest. I want to be honest as I possibly want to be. And this is me being fake. Be fake. Who cares? That pocket of energy, the version of you that wants to do that, is allowed to exist, and she's allowed to continue doing that this time around. You are actually loving her through it. That's the difference. I
Ooh,
hope
I
that's making
love
sense.
that. Yeah, that's beautiful. Rather than shaming that version of you, oh, I should do this, I should, all the should stuff and the shame that comes with it, releasing that energy and giving love. I feel like that makes a huge difference. So, wow. Okay, that's cool. Okay, so another one that she had mentioned was even worse when the narc walking toward me with hatred on their face when they see my light.
Hmm. So this is a misconception, and it's a misconception I lived with most of my life until I understood the opposite to be true. So yes, the narcissists do love our light and all that stuff. And that's what kind of freaks us out and becomes like, oh my God, I want to shield my light. I'm scared to share my light. I'm scared to do this with my light, my light, my light. They want to suck my light. They're sucking my light. And there's this like fear factor that comes in. The truth of the matter is, yes, it's attractive to the narcissist because there's something you have that they desire. However, the truth of the matter is, it's not that they are hating your light. They're actually in hatred of your lack of confidence, in your lack of self-assurance, in your lack of self-respect, in your lack of ability to say yes and no. Now, if you notice, when you stand up to a narc or you're in your confidence and you don't give them your power and you don't really give them any of your attention, they become like puppies. They start to not know what to do with your energy. They don't know what to do with you anymore because now you have their confidence, you have their self-assurance. And when you have that kind of confidence and self-assurance, you actually are a lot, you're a lot, let's use the word powerful. You're a lot more powerful than they are because it's coming from the light. Okay. You're self-assured and you're confident because you know the light has your back. You have tapped into your own light. So it's like a double combo of light. Their hatred. And this is what's interesting. We've all been like, you know, made to believe that they just hate our light and they despise our light and they want our light. It's like this doesn't make sense. Like they hate our light, but they want our light. So it's all upside down. But what they really loathe is seeing someone that should be so confident in what they have, and they're playing very small. They're playing very, they don't know how to stand up for themselves. They don't know how to ignore the narcissist. They don't choose themselves, but they choose to be afraid. So what happens is when that starts to happen, when you're walking towards an arc and you're feeling their hatred, please know that they're just looking down upon you like, oh, why can't she feel better about herself? Like, what is up with that? I can just step all over this person. You know, I want more challenges. I want something. So this is the minute you notice that, it's for you to rise up within yourself. Now, instead of putting your energy there and being like, oh my God, I'm walking down, narcissist is looking at me, and now there's so much hatred towards me, and they're facing me, and they want my light, and all this panic stricken. This is more fear-based, right? You're going to go into a non-fear based. You're going to just go in and be like, oh, this means I'm lacking confidence right now. Where is my confidence? How can I feel confident at this moment? What do I need to do? Who do I need to become? What part of me, what version of me do I need to tap in that she can come in and take over in this moment so that I can embody that version of me that is confident and self-assured at this moment? Because no one can take my light. It's impossible. You can't share your light and no one can take your light. It doesn't even make any sense. We give our light away, right? We say, here, take it, right? Take it, and just stay away. And by doing that, it's like we give them, we're filled in fear. So once we are in fear, what happens? The light starts to dim. Once we are not in fear, the light stays open. But fear sort of collapses self, right? You collapse every part of you, you collapse all parts of you. All pockets of energy within you are basically feeling unprotected and unsafe because the you of this moment, not of your different timelines, the you of now is terrified, right? So the you of now is terrified. So all the other pockets of energy within you that are scared, that have gone through this, that have these memories, that have been traumatized, abused, whatever it is, they have no backup. They have no safety net. You're the safety net for those pockets of energy. So this is what you remember. Oh my God, they're looking at me with hatred. I can feel it. Oh, okay. I need to uplift myself. How do I uplift myself? I start to say, okay, what part of me? I ask part of, ooh, this is a good one. I ask the part of me that is confident. I ask the part of me that is self-assured. I ask the part of me that has self-respect to show up at this moment in time so that I can embody that energy and make it more of me. So use the narcissist that freaks you out to actually step into these versions of you more so that you can embody these versions and pockets of energy more into yourself, that it becomes more natural that you become that person. I hope this is making sense. This is so intense what's coming through. So then, you know, when you say that I'm just going to go because this is coming through with where to look and how to respond. When you're looking or responding to a narcissist, okay, you are actually going to respond not to the narcissist, but you're going to respond to the version of you that is actually in a state of self-respect and self-assurance, which is a lot of times you don't even have to respond. It's such an energetic state. There's something within you when you're in your self-assurance that actually your body starts to look different. You act different, even your eyes start to look different when you don't look at the narcissist as a threat and put them above you, but they become an equal and you're an equal match to them. And you're like, hey, dude, hey, dudette, I'm here and you're there and I see it. So when you're looking at how to respond, you bring in that version of you. It takes 3 seconds. You just ask. I bring in the self-confidence, the self-assurance I'm feeling right now that I'm depleted and I'm shrinking myself. I bring in that version of me. And that version of you, let her take over. Either she will respond, either she'll ignore, either all of a sudden the narcissist will shrink in size and you won't even see them as a threat anymore. But there's a practice. There's a practice for you to practice. It's like a muscle. You're practicing that you're allowing her, you're giving her more room to you're giving her more room to embody the you, the essence of you. You're giving her more room to play in your body and just have fun with this. Like experiment, ask, oh, my self-assured self, let her come in. My confident self, okay, the one that's that's wise, the wise me. Like start to experiment with all the versions of you that actually exist but haven't had the opportunity or the chance to play in the earth field using your body and being that character. So for a week, try it out. Every time you pass by this narcissist, wherever it is, and you're feeling that hatred, this is a good trigger. This is a good thing. Just take it as, oh, I'm learning how to bring my essence into online. And this is what you're just going to constantly do. This is the practice for the next week. Let her look where she wants to look, allow her to respond the way she wants to, and you're going to learn from her. So take her as a teacher. Ooh, let that version of you be your teacher. But you have to ask her to come in. Yeah, you have to ask her to come in from that other timeline. You're going to ask her to come in and take over, right? And you're just going to allow her, like, instead of being in control and fear, you're going to be like, take over right now and let me learn from you how to respond, how to look, who I need to be. I hope this is making sense.
Beautiful. Makes sense to me. I love it.
Yeah. So I think so far this is what got so awakened in your amazing comment that I was like, okay, there's so much to say in just typing out. So it's better to hear what needs to be done. And so you're just going to practice. That is the practice of practicing to call upon the versions of you that are confident and self-assured. Okay, try it out for a week. Let us know how that's going. And everyone needs to try this out for a week. Try calling upon that pocket of energy and not control what it needs to do, because you're going to start to learn from the essence, or you're going to remember the essence of you, how it moves on this planet. Yeah, that's I'm complete.
Okay, well, we love to leave you with a reminder, you dear empath, to remember your power. You are the light that this world needs, starting from giving the light to you. That's all you've got to do. Fill your bucket full, overabundance of light and love, and it will naturally ooze on everybody else. You don't even have to try to give it to anybody else. Just give it to you. And don't forget, by being yourself, you bring incredible gifts to this planet. And to support you, we have created something special. It's a quick 3-minute daily ritual to help you check in with your energy and uncover whatever feels off, and to gain insights to release any blocks that are holding you back. You can use it for a week and watch your intuition strengthen and your boundaries sharpen and your self-love grow. And so we're going to make sure to put that link in the description for you, so it's there. And we would love to be YouTube friends. So give us a thumbs up if you enjoyed our content, and then subscribe so you can be up to date on all of our up-to-date new videos that we post. And if you found value and want to support what we are creating and sharing, we'd created a Buy Me a Coffee account. We have a link for that where you can go on, you can just donate to help us keep producing great content for you. And we would love to hear in the comments your key takeaway for this video. I want to hear what your takeaway was, and then we can comment and respond back to you. And something exciting, if you want to connect with us on a more private and intimate setting, we've created a connection lounge. And if you send us your email address, we will add you to our private group where you'll get more of me and Rain, and we'll be able to connect and share and do personal videos for you and have fun together. We're having a lot of fun in this group. So if that sounds interesting to you and you want to hang with us in our lounge, send us your email. And then Rain, she loves leaving a gift for you that listened to this whole video. So she has an angel card to walk with you today and through your week. So Rain, if you'd like to share the angel card.
Okay, so I'll pull out your angel card. And this card will be by your side. Oh my God, look at the card that came out. Play.
My favorite.
This is Mel's favorite. So it's important. So for this whole week, especially if you're going to bring in the energies of your confident self, all the versions of you, the pockets of energies that actually exist but haven't had a time to play on this planet and actually enjoy themselves. This is the time to actually play through this. Don't take it too seriously. Have fun with this. Be like, oh, confident version of me, please take over today. Take over for this moment and play with it. Just see, what does this confident you have in store for you? What does she want to offer you for you to remember who you are? So just play. So this whole entire video is time for you to play and enjoy whatever it is that you are going to embody and embrace for the next week until we see you next week, of course.
Right. Thank you so much for watching till the end, and we'll see you on the next video.